back. An opposition politician has been shot dead outside his home in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. Stephanie Mukabana, who was a youth leader of the Orange Democratic Movement, was killed last night while trying to help a man who was being attacked. However, the Nairobi governor, Evans Kidero, contradicts the claim, saying a group of assassins trailed and executed the 42-year-old. Based on eyewitness testimony, here's what we know so far. Well, he was shot dead on Tuesday night at Uatala Mihango area. The assailants were said to be 8 in number. He was alleged to be helping a victim of an armed robbery attempt at the time of the attack. His wife was present at the time of the murder. His brother says his wife was told by assailants that their mission was complete and no items were taken from the victim. And let's get more about this unfortunate incident. Joining us from Nairobi, Kenya, is lead consultant at Sovereign Insight, Vincent Kimosop. Mr. Kimosop, thank you so much for your time on the program.
Yeah, you're welcome. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Now, how important was the late Stephen Mukabani to Kenya?
Of course, it's been an unfortunate incident, a young man who has been killed, and because of the political position that he held, being a youth leader for a major political party in the country, it has been given a political interpretation. And this also coming at a time when the country is approaching the election, this is not a good sign as the country moves to an election period. The other thing also is that it may have been an act of violence which is not related to the election, but because of the sensitivity of the position, that is why it has then been given political interpretation.
What some analysts are actually saying that this whole robbery was staged. Do you see any truth in their claim?
Yes, I think they are coming, because when you look at the response, particularly coming from major political leaders like the governor of Nairobi, who happens to come from the same political party as late, you can actually see that the political interpretation or contextualization of this is of actually a weight nature at this point.
Now, do you know if the man who was, being robbed at the time of the incident, or the man who was arrested at the time of the incident, do you think he has been questioned by the police?
Yes, the police have arrested people, and some are actually traced to other incidences of robbery in the area. So we would expect that this does not lead to the same cycle that we are always told that police are investigating. I think for the purpose of sending a strong message as we move towards the general elections less than 18 months down the line, is that the police will not take this lightly. The perpetrators will be brought to book, and that political violence is not seen to be the order of the day.
All right, thank you so much for your time on the program. Vincent Kimosop of Sovereign Insight speaking from Nairobi, Kenya. Moving on to other stories now. The migrant crisis continues, and European Council President Donald Tusk is alarmed over the buildup of refugees in Libya. Now, he warns that Italy and Malta could be quickly overrun should these people start moving towards Europe. With a controversial deal with Turkey, the troubled 28-nation EU seems to have so far succeeded in stemming the influx of migrants and refugees to the bloc that saw more than 1 million arrivals in the last year, mainly via Greece.
We must remember that the Balkan route is not the only one, and that other countries will also expect our cooperation and solidarity, not only Greece and Bulgaria. I have in mind here the central Mediterranean route. The numbers of would-be migrants in Libya are alarming. This means that we must be prepared to help and show solidarity to Malta and Italy, should they request it. And this phenomenon needs to be preserved. Thank you.
Well, Italy's foreign minister made a surprise visit to Tripoli on Tuesday, April the 12th, to meet Libya's UN-backed unity government, pledging broad international support as the new administration tries to consolidate its presence. Now, the visit by Paolo Gentiloni was the first by a senior Western official since the arrival in Tripoli nearly 2 weeks ago of the unity government's presidential council. Western powers hope the new government can unite Libya's warring factions and end its political chaos.
Is it thinkable that in the future, through our cooperation, some sectors of this embargo could be lifted, so to give possibilities to Libyan authorities to be stronger also in fighting Daesh and terrorism? This can be discussed. But what I want to make clear between us is that there is an owner of this process, and the owner is the Libyan people and the Libyan Presidency Council and Government of National Accord. We can cooperate, but we are not deciding.
Well, coming up on Network Africa, a Cape Town pastor seeks to give safe